Okay, so just got done seeing Honey Don't, and yeah, I guess a little bit of it had to do with the song. This is a fun movie to watch. There's interesting characters. Every scene is interesting for the most part. It's quite complex just because there's just so many characters and subplots that you're not sure how important to the main story there are. I'm not even sure exactly what the main story is. If this were a better overall movie, it would be nice to rewatch and fully piece together everything. Most definitely, I think a lot of people will be very upset by the ending. It's one of those movies that I'm not sure if I totally think that everything was resolved. Maybe that was the intention of Ethan Coen, to not totally resolve everything. Maybe everything was resolved and I just needed to really put all the lines and dialogue together. But I don't truly know that because I don't think I would ever watch this again, just because it just wasn't that great at anything that it did. There's a lot to like. I don't think you're going to be disappointed while you're watching it, but yeah, that ending just happens, and it's an ending where you're like, you're almost thinking that she kind of learned a lesson, and maybe it was going to end one way, but then it does something that you're wondering if the main character, Honey, you're wondering, what was the purpose of her plot, really her personal plot that was going on, as far as definitely relationship wise. It was very strange. It was almost like the movie was going to come full circle, and maybe it needed an extra at least 10 minutes there to kind of wrap up some things. But yeah, like I said, you're kind of left a little bit empty because you're wondering, did I miss something? Did the movie purposely do that? But then once again, it's like, well, I don't know if I really want to revisit it to check. Visually, there's a lot to like, so I wouldn't mind revisiting it, but only at the bequest of someone else. If someone else wanted to watch it or something, sure, I'll definitely watch it again, no problem whatsoever, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again by myself. So definitely, if from the trailers, if you like watching Coen Brothers movies, if you like the cast, definitely give it a shot, because it could very much work for you. On IMDb, this is another one of those movies where people seemingly mostly give it a 1 or a 10, and that happens so many movies, especially some movies where there's just a stupid amount of 1s and 10s, which I rarely, if hardly ever, give a movie a 1, and I give some movies a 10, because not necessarily because I think it's a perfect movie, just because it worked for me perfectly, as far as enjoyment and getting everything that I wanted out of it, and not really seeing any flaws that are really sticking out. Even if I love a movie, if I know there's flaws in it, I won't give it a 10, just because I know that's truly not a 10. But funny enough, this movie has a lot of 10s and a lot of 1s, and I'm closer to 10, but I'm so far away from it. So yeah, I don't know. It would be, let me know in the comments if you've seen this, if you felt that everything was wrapped up, and why. Without giving anything away, was the French church going woman off the hook? I don't know. There's a lot that I can say about this, but of course it's all all mostly third act stuff that kind of throws you for a bit of a loop there, and so don't really want to talk about too much to really give it away. But I will say, yeah, I cannot not recommend it, just because you'll at least have a fun time watching some of the stuff that happens throughout pretty much every single scene. And there's some visual stuff there, like I said, that keeps the interest as well. But exercise caution, don't expect it to be a 10, don't expect it to be a 1. I'm hard pressed to say where I am as far as my rating, but it was like a 7 that could have been an 8, or it could have been a 6. So maybe I'll land on a 6, perhaps, maybe a 7, because like I said, I did enjoy everything as far as liking the moments in it. Let me know what you thought below, and I'll catch you in the next one.